call. Yes. You know, I was on the Washington State website and they have what's known as anticipatory offenses. And I was just looking at the statute of limitations for the prosecuting, yes, of those that have knowledge of false police reports, false arrest, false imprisonment, refusing to exonerate the accused, yes, fraudulent use of mental health evaluations. And then there's the forgery of the ex officio superior court clerk. Yes. There's the forgeries of Heidi Lee Budner. Yes. There's the kidnapping of my sons. Right. And for some reason, your family keeps saying, well, I pay, do what I say. Now, that's called criminal solicitation. It's going to be a big lawsuit in this. Yes. And as much as you said, well, you don't have to do what I say. Yes. These laws of the state of Washington, they're not getting enforced. Is it because you're in the police department and you don't have to do what the law says? Now, this RL31253 PDF that I just put in the war crimes drive, yes. Certain statute of limitations have a certain meaning, yes. Now, there's what's known as child protection. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You issued a protection order in July 8th of 2011. Where I wasn't a resident, yes. I was in jail. I got out of jail, yes. And you never gave me any due process, and you didn't give any due process to the five minors named, yes. Now you had an obligation to protect their civil rights and their due process rights, yes, so that both parents would get notice and opportunity to be heard. Now you reissued it, yes, after having arrested me, when serving me a dissolution of marriage at the same time. Yes. You reissued it by minute order, Brent Basden. Now I'm going to get these judges for criminal solicitation today because somebody keeps soliciting the violating of the laws of the United States. Now maybe you would think that, yes, when you had knowledge of violating the due process rights of myself, and then you had knowledge, yes, of the sons of mine not getting any due process, yes. The Child Protection section of 18 U.S. Code 3283, yeah, permits an indictment or information charging kidnapping. Now, I provided the information, yes, charging kidnapping. And I've been providing the information for the last 3 years and 10 months. Yes. And for some reason, you seem to think right now that it's not kidnapping, but it is. Now, the use of a forgery of the ex officio superior court clerk, yes, that's really all I would need to prove kidnapping, yes, because you cannot have a forgery of any court officer, yes, and then all the false allegations, yes, the criminal complaint, yes. Did you leave the information on the WACIC? Did you do that, Sheriff? Is the protection order still on the vine, knowing that this is falsified? Yes, information about myself. Did you arrest and prosecute Mike Van Proy? Now, obviously, there's some child protection issues for Marilyn and her 6 kids. Let's go ahead. Because you, as a police department, keep getting solicited, yes, to continue the covering up, the concealing of, yes, and the allowing for additional crimes, yes, when long after having the information, you could have prosecuted. Now, I would say that Maryland and her 6 kids would say they've been kidnapped. Are they constrained to have to live where they're living at? Yes. Is it that the Swim Police Department doesn't understand the crime? Now, when we really look at it, yes, I provided the actual documentation of a picture of Susan Bowers in a Rotor newsletter. Did you leave this on the WACIC? Did you correct the information on the driver's license? Did you remove your false police report known as a traffic citation? Or did somebody say, well, we're just going to keep doing what we've been doing? Yes, I'm going to pay and you're going to do what I say. So now there is a problem with you continuing in the anticipatory offense. Yes, there's what's known as criminal attempt. Guilty of an attempt to commit a crime if the intent to commit a specific crime. Yes, right now. He or she does any act which is substantial step toward the commission of that crime. Now we have misprision of felony. We have conspiracy, scheme, and then the pattern of criminal behavior. Yes. Now, what is the actual criminal attempt today? Yes. Is it that you don't want to remove your fraud right now because you want the weekend to yourselves? Is that what you want?